Hey y'all, miss me? I'm back at it again with another second channel impromptu update video or something. I don't know if you can even call it an update video anyway, because the things I'm about to tell you are far from an update. Rather, they're more so a little, what's the word? Revenge video, for lack of a better term. I don't know about revenge. That's not a bit mean, but this is talking about someone who apparently didn't take some of the things I say very lightly, and it's very ironic for the reasons that you'll see later. So, let's begin talking. About 3-4 days ago-ish, I uploaded a video. It was a part of the Goober Trio series, the PNG series, inspired by Sethical, where it's just talking about a bunch of random knickknacks, just non-stop loud sounds and everything. But one of the most recent episodes, it was about this person by the name of Dead Space, whom I've been friends with for at least 3-4 months-ish. And it was just basically about how he always, no matter what you do, criticizes what kind of accomplishments you've done, and also just literally anything. You could say like, I got like a B in my test, and he like, why did you get an A, you dumbass, something. That's the type of humor. That's the type of like funny things that he gets a kick out of, which is fine. I'm not one to judge. So I made the episode, about 6 minutes 50 seconds of it. There was a cameo appearance of like one of his moderators, his server moderator by the name of just MMB. I don't know what that is, is an acronym or not, but I made one up on the spot in the video, so there's that. I guess I'll use it. So let's make things clear. If he is watching this video anyway, if you're watching it, or if not, regardless, let's make something clear, okay? First off, in the description of the video, it states that it is heavily exaggerated unless explicitly said otherwise. And I know the explicitly said otherwise is kind of like vague. However, this is more so leaning towards more serious things. I've made episodes before about more serious, like, people that actually do need to be contained in some way, that deserve to be known to the people so that they're aware of, like the Malo Pro one. So there's that. And as far as I'm concerned, when I say exaggerated, I mean heavily exaggerated. I mean, I'm talking about stuff that's like more boiled down to assumptions based off of like what I experienced and everything. And I just think you simply got the wrong idea. And understandably so. You probably interpreted that the wrong way, thinking it was slander. And then you started going ahead, trying to erase me from your memories. You went from leaving my server to kicking me out of your server. I recall no memory of manually leaving the server, which says to me you kicked me. You unfriended me. You probably hid me from your channel, and possibly a couple more. I don't know. So, whatever. Okay, sure. That's not the main point I'm trying to get across. The main point is you probably misunderstood. I think you got things misconstrued. As I said, is exaggerated. I don't actually think this kinds of things about you. Now, admittedly, I will be fully blunt and honest. When I say exaggerated, that doesn't mean it's entirely false. I do believe that you have some kind of humor towards making fun of others, and that's okay, but that's not the humor for me. It makes me a little uncomfortable whenever the only things you do is shit on other people's accomplishments, etc., etc., jokingly. Even though jokingly doesn't really matter in this case, because it still hurts. But regardless, you went on to see the video, basically explaining it in a form of a comedic skit, and you pretty much took it in the way where it was slander being showed out to the public, trying to ruin your image or something, and then you decided to hide me everywhere. Which, okay, why don't I just talk things through in the form of this video, which I already tried to reason myself. Now, going as far as trying to get rid of me digitally is already kind of questionable. I mean, you dead ass made dead time to make me a dead memory, but I believe you got the wrong dead space of mind, if you know what I mean. Which, okay. However, I'm not exactly mad at you. I'm not even disappointed in you. It was a misunderstanding, and I understand completely where you're getting this from. The person that I am more so directly making this video towards, in a way, I mean, Dead Space are not excluded, but this person is probably going to receive more repercussions, which is your 14-year-old server moderator MMB, which I probably have some reasons to believe that he was the one who kicked me, and you had no intentions to, but he did it anyway. If you look at the video and you look at the comment section, you'll see an entire verse of just straight writing and typing, complaining about nearly everything that this guy had to dump out of his mind. He said stuff like, "Oh, like as a 14-year-old, it is surprising that I'm more mature than you. Like, what is up with that? Like, why?" Which is funny. I didn't find the comment at all offensive. I just found it shocking. It was just 5 paragraphs of just nothing but complaining about my character as a person and everything. Trying to boil me down to some puny little thing that deserves no right of, I don't know, positive reception in some way. And I guess the last paragraph about oh, thank you for the cameo. I did not deserve to be in the cameo, but I thank you for including me in it anyway. I think that's a kind of a joke. I think that was a bit of a stab. Unless it's not. But I'm going to take it as one. Because it made things a little unclear. So, let's talk about that for a second. I just wanna say, do you guys see the irony in this? Do you not see the little underlying hypocrisy of that? This guy claims that I'm not able to handle these types of jokes as well as him, a 14-year-old, still using Crayola as a writing utensil. And I mean, sure, I guess you could look at it that way. I can't tell whether things are jokes or not, and regardless, I still get a little uncomfortable at times. That's just something you can't change about me. But I just want to clarify that what you're doing is essentially the same thing that I'm doing. Think about it. I can't take jokes or insults, and I went on to make a comedic skit basically explaining in a sort of exaggerated, funny way about how Dead Space and MMB are always insulting each other and stuff. And then you went on to make a whole Bible of complaints. Got rid of me entirely via kicking me out of service and unfriending me. Don't you see how... Don't you see the parallels in this? I don't think I gotta say anything else about that. So, I guess I'm gonna go ahead to the conclusions here. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna get up real close, and I'm just going to say to all of y'all, to Dead Space and MMB, and possibly to the other server members of his server, okay? You guys are really cool. My humor may not be the same as yours, which is probably why things got misconstrued, but that is okay, because at the end of the day, we're still human, we still have our own preferences, and we certainly have our own way of communicating stuff to others. It's just that how we handle it is the big picture. Just remember one thing, okay? Let me take it to you. The biggest L's are the ones who don't know how to take an L. The biggest underlying problems is how you respond to the problem. So, I'll just remember that for now. Maybe if you want to speak about this a bit more privately, then we can. Maybe they get things through. Maybe we could be friends again. Maybe you'll carry on without me, which is also okay. That is an option. And I'll let you think about that. Keep making content, my brother.